We're here with Roland today. They asked me to record two pianos. One is the digital one, the other one is an acoustic. We decided to use Neumann KM184s in ORTF stereo technique. They gave us a beautiful representation of what the piano feels like in the room. We're running them straight into the desk, into this Neve desk, with no other processing on top of it.
It's a nice piano. It's not my grandmother's old upright, it's the state of the art. This is as good as an upright piano should be these days. What do I mean by good piano anyway? I mean, there's different taste in pianos and everything. I mean that it does what I expect it to do. I can take my ideas, my emotions, and I can get back out of this instrument pretty much what I expect that I'm going to get. That doesn't mean it's exactly what I'd like. I mean, I'd like a 9-foot concert grand. Yeah, that would be better. But this does what it's supposed to do, and it's very good at doing it. Well, let's see how that one is. The first thing that strikes me playing this as an upright piano is the sound is way more accessible. Like there's that big piece of wood in front of me on the other one. You know the sound's kind of going around. You can hear it. And if you put it against a wall, you hear that too. This is right there. It feels more like playing a grand piano with the lid open, you know, when the sound's right in front of you there and there's nothing between you and the sound. I really feel much more connected to it. The response, the keyboard, this feels more like a larger, better piano than an upright. So there's obviously something going on there with the length of the keys because it's responding better. And it's not hard to get to know it. I've played plenty of digital instruments where you need some time to work out what's this thing doing. The greatest thing about playing this right away is I'm not interested in what this thing is doing. It's not about this thing. It's about I'm getting the sound I want from doing the things I like to do. I'm not having to go, well, it's digital or it's this or it's that. You know, I'm making more allowances on the acoustic upright than I am on this. Isn't that something? When you're playing any instrument, and the piano more than most, there's a whole lot of stuff going on that you're not aware of or don't need to be aware of, but it's there. And if it's not there, it's a problem. One of those things is harmonic resonance. You know, I'm playing this note, I'm hearing that note, but I'm not just hearing that note. There's a whole lot of other things doing sympathy. You know, harmonic resonance, we can demonstrate if I get these notes down without making a sound. And then I've got the dampers up on these notes. You can hear them, the resonance coming from the notes. And down here, you get that sound. Every piano, every acoustic piano will do that. If you hold down those notes, you'll get that sound. Now, that's going on when you play all the time, whether you're aware of it or not. But if you take it away, you really notice it. So let's have a look what goes on over here. So I'm holding down the same notes as I did on the other piano. And there's the harmonic resonance. It's exactly the same notes that are ringing, the same harmonics I'm hearing. They're a little cleaner here, and same thing. I'm smiling because that actually it sounds a little richer. But it's exactly the same thing happening. Every acoustic piano on earth will do that if you hit that A flat and hold these notes down. The fact that all that's going on in the background and as part of the modelling of this instrument means it behaves, it creates the sound in the way you expect it to as a pianist. And when you do certain things, you get back what you wanted. I remember back in the days when we used to count polyphony. I used to have to be careful if I played too many notes at once. And then when we got over that, you said, you can't hold down more notes than this thing can play. Oh yeah, but what if I do this? You'd hear it run out. What do we used to call it? Stealing notes. As you put new ones down, it'd have to steal some of the old ones. And we got rid of that a while ago. The polyphony became so great you couldn't run out. This instrument doesn't have a polyphony limit because it's not playing samples that you can run out of. It's actually creating the sound when I touch a note. That's what an acoustic piano does. You don't run out of notes because each time you touch a key, it hits the string, creates the sound again. This is doing the same thing. It's actually, the model is creating the sound. I know I'm saying that again, but it's just like wowing me. It's actually creating the sound when I touch the note, not triggering some recording of some other instrument that played a sound. I know we call that a sample. That's really what it is. You're going, when I touch this and it's playing a sample, you're hearing another instrument, not this one. When you do that on this piano, you're hearing this instrument. Sure, it's modelled on great pianos. Why wouldn't it be? But this instrument's actually creating that sound. I think the line between digital and acoustic is fast disappearing. It's a good piano. It's a good piano. Great piano. I'd be happy to do a gig on that. This one, I know it's one of those pianos when the gig's over, everyone's packing up, you just sit down from the little play, because it's nice. Of course, digital pianos have always had some advantages over acoustic instruments. You can plug your headphones in and play in the middle of the night, or while people are watching TV in the same room. It's half the weight, get it up the stairs or move it around the room. They're always in tune and never need any of that kind of maintenance, and that's, I mean, really in tune, which is beautiful. And even on cost, to get a state-of-the-art upright acoustic piano, or this, the best upright digital piano, it's less than half the cost. I mean, those advantages have always been there, but now we don't have to give up anything to get them. But you know what? I don't really care that much about all of that. I just like playing the piano. So does my mate, Rudy. Come on. Come and have a play, mate. But I'm playing this one.